not sure because I am behind today. Willow has been teething and she's fighting her nap. I was trying to get a mobile home tour vlog filmed, clean up, cook, make desserts for this vlog. Just a lot. So I'm kind of behind, but anyways, today is my Christmas dessert collaboration. I want to go ahead and start off by saying thank you to all of you who have participated. I'm going to have a link to everyone's video and a playlist in the description section and also in the comment section. So when you get through watching this vlog, be sure to go check them out. Let them know you're linking over from my channel, or if you're from their channel, comment below and introduce yourself. I love interacting with all the new friends here on my channel. But we're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna start off because I mean I don't think she's gonna take this nap and I've got to get going on this. So the first recipe is for some Christmas fudge. Last year I used a recipe, I think I got it on Pinterest, I'm not even sure. Turned out so good and I was like, okay, this is going on the rotation every year for Christmas, and I did not even write it down. So I was so upset because I couldn't figure out what recipe I used last year. So I went on Pinterest and found one. It might be the one I used, it might not, I'm honestly not sure, but I will link that in the description as well because this is not my recipe, this is one that I found. But it looked really quick and easy, which is what I need right now. So we're going to go ahead and start off with that. Also, drop a comment down below and let me know what are like your traditional desserts that you do every Christmas. I just always like kind of getting ideas from everyone and seeing what everyone does. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and get started. So for the fudge, these are all the ingredients that you will need. I'm going to have to keep looking back at my recipe to make sure I'm doing this right. But you need 3 cups of chocolate chips in a microwave safe bowl. So I got 1. And then I need to open these. I realized when I went to the store yesterday, I didn't buy enough. Luckily, I had a few more. And there's 2. And 3. You need 2 cups of mini marshmallows, 1 can of sweet condensed milk, 2 tablespoons of butter. This is about 2.5. About a teaspoon of vanilla extract, or you could use peppermint or anything else, and then a dash of salt. I'm going to use sea salt. You want to add everything into the bowl except for the vanilla. Melt it in the microwave in intervals and stir it until it's completely melted. Add your vanilla. So there's 1 cup of marshmallow. And let's make a mess. 2 cups. Oh gosh. 2. Next, add your sweetened condensed milk. I'm going to do 30-second intervals and then stir. I think she finally fell asleep, which means I might actually get all this done before she wakes up. And then after she wakes up, I'm going to let her do some Christmas cookies. I think she'll like that. So I want to do the fudge, and then I have 2 or 3 other things. I'm trying to remember what all I've got planned. I don't know. My mind is all over the place this week. Heat it a little bit more. Y'all, this weather is moving in so fast. I can't believe how quickly it's gonna drop. Okay, so I'm gonna stir it. Once it's all the way melted and mixed, it's going to look something like this. This is the point where you add your vanilla in. If y'all have been around for a while, you know I do not measure vanilla. I measure with my heart. So I'm just gonna do a little squirt over the top and mix it in really quick. And this is the point where you add in any peppermint extract, chopped up candy, cookies, graham crackers, baking chips. If you want to add any of that in, I'm just going to put it in and then add a little bit of pecans on top. And the recipe says 8x8 or 9x9 pan lined with foil and then greased with some butter. I have like an 8x11, I think, because I like mine cut into small little squares. So I'm just going to dump this in here. So I done mine half plain and then half with pecans, and I didn't want them mixed in because I like fudge topped. So I'm gonna stick this in the fridge to let it cool faster. I tasted what was in the bowl though, and tastes so good. I think that's actually the recipe that I used last year. So I'm gonna link it in the description, and at the end I'll show y'all how this turns out. Wind ain't playing, it just killed Frosty. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. I'm literally about to go outside in my apron because Frosty is trying to take flight. We can't have that happen. Okay, Frosty is not the only thing that almost got blown away. And then this next recipe is super duper easy. It's cornflake candy, and you can look this up on Pinterest or anything. This is a very basic recipe, been around for many years. My husband's grandmother likes to make this a lot. You're gonna need 1 cup of white sugar, 1 cup of light corn syrup, 1 cup of creamy peanut butter. You could use crunchy, but creamy just works better. 6 cups of corn flakes and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And it's very basic, honestly. You're going to melt all of it and then slowly add in your corn flakes. And then what I like to do is like put parchment paper covering my countertop, and then you're going to spoon it over onto there in like little patties. You can also add in chopped pecans and coconut or any addition that you would like to, but I'm just going to do these basic. It's so easy, and usually around Christmas time Michael starts asking for them, so I'm going to do that. And then I also still have one other recipe I want to include in this vlog and show y'all. Honestly, a lot of my recipes for desserts and stuff are not complicated. It's stuff that I found on Pinterest, or someone's given me a recipe and I maybe just like added a little vanilla or sugar or cinnamon, something like that. Normally it's pretty basic, but if you want to screenshot that little recipe card, you can on it, but it's super easy. You really can't mess up. If you're doing a dessert and it looks like there's too much moisture, add more of your dry ingredients. If it looks too dry, add more of your wet ingredients. What in the world? Okay, so you're going to start off by adding your sugar. So I've got 1 cup of sugar into a pot or a saucepan. I have this, I don't remember what this is called. My mom bought it for me, and I always end up using it for this. So 1 cup of sugar, and then you want to add 1 cup of your light corn syrup. And if you buy the Cairo brand, half of the bottle is 1 cup, so you just go by the measurement on the bottle, and then you don't have to pour it into another measuring cup or bowl, which is so much easier than cleaning that up. Okay, and then yeah, you're gonna mix this until the sugar dissolves. I always forget this handle gets hot in this pot. And once the sugar is dissolved, then you add the peanut butter in. And then once you add the peanut butter in, you stir that until it's smooth, add the vanilla, turn the heat off, and then gently fold in 6 cups of corn flakes, and then you're going to drop it into little like patties or balls onto your parchment paper or like a non-stick baking sheet. Parchment paper just works so much better, so I would recommend doing that. And I like to use a metal whisk for this. and then use like a heavy duty spatula when you're mixing it, and you're gonna like fold the cornflakes in. Seriously need to get better spatulas because I'm always struggling not to break stuff. Okay. What's the matter? Hold on, I'll come get it. Okay, and then once your peanut butter is mixed into there, you're gonna add your vanilla. I just, again, a squirt of it, I don't measure it, and then whisk that in fast. You're gonna turn your heat off as soon as your peanut butter is melted as well. You don't want this to scorch because it will burn it all. And you want it like this consistency where it's thoroughly melted. And then you're going to add your cornflakes in 1 cup at a time and fold them in, don't stir. Okay, my hand hurts. I have a feeling this spatula is going to break. And I don't need it to. Mixed together, it looks like this. This is the point where you can add the shredded coconut or pecans if you want to. You can also, instead of the vanilla extract, you could do maple, but we just like it plain. So now I'm going to use this spoon and scoop it over onto my parchment paper over here. But I think I used my cookie scoop last year. And it helped. Huh? I'm okay, nothing's wrong. I'm gonna try my cookie scoop because I think that worked. It's gonna rub a little bit of butter on the inside of it. But it works. Okay, honey. Yeah, there we go. Here's how they turn out. They don't have to be the exact same size or anything. They turned out really good. It tastes really good too. And I haven't like plated the fudge or anything. I've just been storing it in the fridge, but I tried it and this is my go-to fudge recipe now. And I think this is actually what I used last year. So the recipe for this is in the description. It's not my recipe. Okay, this is another quick and easy thing I'm throwing in since I'm going to have a few different things on this video, but this is just a dump and go cake mix recipe or cake recipe. I have never really done this and I'm kind of experimenting because I'm using my bundt pan because I think it looks prettier. So I'm hoping this turns out good, but starting off, I've just got my bundt pan and I've got butter on it. I didn't have the cooking spray or whatever, but it doesn't really matter. So I'm going to butter my pan, and then I already have a can of this open. This is the apple pie filling. It is a 1 pound 4 ounce can. You can use any fruit or cake mix combination you want. This is the one with no sugar added. It's sweetened with Splenda basically, but I have one of these already open in the fridge where I didn't use it, so I'm going to pour that in here. I'm just using this to show y'all my ingredients. Normally I would like my apples diced up, but I actually think it might look prettier to just leave them whole, so I'm going to pour these straight in there and then arrange them evenly. And then I'm gonna add a little extra cinnamon to mine because I like a spicy cinnamon taste with apple. And then I have about half a bag of these caramel bits. I'll probably use about half what's in this bag as is. You could skip this step. That's probably about a cup. And open your cake mix. Y'all are probably going to notice a few outfit changes in this video because if you don't know, I'm a mom of a very active little girl and I just work this stuff in at nap time and nighttime. Oh, this smells so good. And then you don't want to prepare the cake mix. You literally just want to sprinkle it over the top and even it out as much as possible. And then you're going to take 1 stick of butter and cut it into about 12 squares and then layer it over the top. Most recipes calls for this being done in like a casserole dish, and honestly this may not turn out great because it might not be able to absorb down in it and cook right, but we're going to see. Even if it doesn't turn out great, I'm still going to share with y'all because part of cooking is accepting disaster sometimes. I'm actually going to go ahead and add another half a stick of butter on top. Yes, this is extremely fattening, but I'm seeing a lot of recipes saying to add a little more. So, worst case scenario, it's not any good, but... And it's heated to 375 and it just beeped. So I'm going to put it in there. I'm thinking like 30 to 35 minutes. I'm not really sure. Y'all can clearly see I didn't wipe all the oven cleaner out of my oven. But I will try to remember to let y'all know how long this cooks. I'm going to get in the shower now. Like I said, this video has desserts made on different days. So next time y'all see me, I'll probably be in another outfit. So as I stated, don't use the bundt pan, use the casserole dish because presentation is horrible. But this tasted so good. I topped it with a little bit of Ready Whip and some chopped up pecans, and it looked a lot better in the bowl. And I would definitely recommend using the spiced cake mix. It just made it taste so much better than just plain cake. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope I gave you some ideas for like last minute quick and easy dessert recipes. These are like Christmas things for me, but I also have used them throughout the year. There was actually one year I normally put like dessert boxes together and send it to Michael's job with him to pass out. I didn't do that this year. Stuff's just gotten so expensive, and now having Willow and everything, it's just any extra time I have, I'm spending with her or doing something in her home. But there was one year I got sick during Christmas and I didn't do this stuff until closer to January, so I sent like New Year's boxes to work. But these work any time of the year. It's not specifically Christmas recipes, and I've been doing these specific things for probably 5 years now. I also normally make peanut butter balls, but this year I decided I didn't want to do that. There's a lot of dipping and stuff, so I had Michael decide if he wanted the cornflake candy or the dipped peanut butter balls, and he wanted the cornflake candy. So comment down below and let me know what you normally make for desserts during the holidays. Also, please remember to go to the description and check out the playlist and check some of the other participants' videos out. I'm going to do my best to go down the line and watch every single person's video. I love doing open collaborations. If you want to collaborate with me, you can send me an email or just be on the lookout. I'm sure it'll probably be closer, maybe like to spring. I might do another open collab, but you can always contact me to do one just between the two of us by email. But yeah, if you missed Vlogmas Day 1 through 20 or 21, wherever we're at, you can go watch those as well. And if I haven't had my mobile home tour video up the day before this, then it'll go up the day after, which would be Christmas Eve. So I'm also going to vlog Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and a little bit the day after. So there will also be a few vlogs coming after that. Gonna have a morning routine, evening routine, and like a self-care spa night, but that will be past Christmas time. So I will definitely have those up at some point, since I told y'all I would do that and I still want to do it. But thank y'all for watching today's video. Hopefully I will see you guys tomorrow. If not, I still have more videos coming, and I appreciate all of your support. So I will see y'all in the next one.